Today, new polling out shows even a year later, even a year after the insurrection at the Capitol on January 6th, Americans appear no less divided than they were on that day. I want to bring in Msnbc national political correspondent Steve Kornacki. Steve, walk us through some of these new numbers about how Americans view the 6th and our country 1 year after that riot.
Yeah, Hallie, divisions, especially along party lines. Let me take you through some of these numbers. This is a USA Today Suffolk poll, and you do see there is a wide margin between these two, asking folks how they think about January 6th. It is a slight majority there, 53%, who say January 6th was a protest that was trying to overturn a legitimate election. There are, though, nearly 30% who say no, January 6th was actually a protest that was aimed at preventing a fraudulent election. There's also a fair number of people, you don't see them here, who say they're unsure or they're undecided. But when I say the story here is particularly a partisan divide, this is what we're talking about. Look at this question here. Among Democrats, 85% say January 6th was about overturning a legitimate election. Among Republicans, it's actually a majority, 56%, who say no, it was about stopping a fraudulent election. And that partisan divide becomes even more stark when you move the question to this. This is about the January 6th committee, the House committee investigating January 6th here. How do you think about that? Again, you see that 53% who say it is important for the future of democracy. More than 40%, though, say no, it's a waste of time from other important issues. And check this out. It is nearly 90% of Democrats who say the committee's investigation is important for the future, and it's nearly 80% of Republicans who say it's a waste of time. They couldn't be more apart on that. Here's the one place, though, you look at in some of these numbers where the two parties do come together. It's when you ask this question: how worried are you about the future of American democracy? And look at that. Over 80% of Americans say they are worried about the future of democracy in this country, and it is consistent across the board. Democrats, Republicans, and independents, more than 80% of all of them say they are worried about where democracy is going in this country. Where it breaks down, obviously, Hallie, is when you ask them, why are you worried? What are you worried about? Then they couldn't be further apart.
Steve Kornacki, thank you so much for that big board breakdown. Appreciate it.